Hey, today we have the Cinco Vegas Cask Strength. It's a square press.
Cinco.
So I know you'll love
Not
it.
single. Cinco.
Cinco. And with it, some Camen Reef 5-year rum.
Sounds delicious.
Thanks for tuning into the 2020 season of Cigars, Liquor, and More. As we join our buddies Bill
Howdy.
and our other brother Daryl
Smoke up, Johnny.
in the Backyard Speakeasy as they discover their thoughts on cigars, liquor, and anything else that comes to mind.
All right.
Now I
Yeah.
I like how
the foot wrap.
the band at the foot looks,
Mm-hmm.
but there's something fundamentally wrong with the band at the foot,
I agree.
where you have to remove it before you even get it warm.
Before you do anything.
Yeah.
Yep. I knew you were going to say something. It was on my mind as well. Indeed.
I love the box press though,
Mm.
and that is pretty rectangle there.
Oh, yeah. Those are some sharp edges on that box press.
They want you to know.
This one's not going to roll off the table.
No.
Mm. Well, this is 6x60 square press. Always when you have a square press, it might start out 6x60, but by the time they press it, it's a lot smaller. They never look quite the size that they are when they're a box press.
Well,
But that's fine.
I expect one edge to be close.
Right. The long wise, I
Yeah.
measured it, was 60. The I don't know, not long wise, was much narrower. So this is from Plasencia. It is a Criollo wrapper, Nicaraguan binder, and Cuban seed Nicaraguan filler. MSRP is $7.
Nice.
Yeah, not bad.
That's a good price point.
That smells good.
Mm-hmm.
Smells real good. The Camen Reef 5-year rum is a Barbados rum with a woodsy cinnamon and eager bite and molasses aftertaste. Okay, now I'm gonna be up front here on this one. I took out about a paragraph of BS, but I added eager bite.
Eager boy.
Well,
getting your educational use out of words.
well, the thing is you will notice right away.
Doesn't make a big
It's
popping sound.
not necessarily a sipper. This is a bit more of a mixer. We're sipping it anyway. And that bite,
We are.
I described as an eager bite. It does seem like it wants to bite you right away.
And at 80 proof nonetheless.
Yeah. Now, MSRP is 23. I've seen it for less. You
Good
can get it. It
price
goes
point.
all the way down to 17, depending on where you are in the country. But
Wow.
it happened to be 23 here, which is odd because normally it's cheaper here than many other places. But this one was $23. It's got a good color, right? I mean, for
Oh,
a
it does.
5-year, it doesn't come off as smooth and mature as its age and color may imply.
That is true.
Does it have an eager bite?
Yeah, it wants to nip at you. It doesn't have much in the way of aroma. It's got more of a grain alcohol
No, you're
kind
right.
of
No,
aroma.
I was going to say it does. It smells like alcohol.
Mhm.
Sort of like smacks of tobacco.
Yeah.
Right. This smells of alcohol.
I don't know. The cigar's got to make up for it.
Yeah, I think so. But I am tasting the cinnamon in it. I like the cinnamon.
This is like the vodka of the rum world, right? So you can just blend anything with it. It tastes like that, whatever you blended it with.
I guess, ideally. So, no, it's not awesome. In fact, I think it sort of lacks a lot of the vanilla you expect with a lot of rums and bourbons.
Yeah.
So it's not very vanilla-ish. There's a light touch of cedar. I don't want to suggest that this is Fireball. I'm cedar. Oh, cinnamon.
Cedar is not well.
I got cinnamon on my cedar on my brain now.
I don't get cinnamon. I don't get much of anything. I don't really get much vanilla. I don't get much fruit. I don't get much off of this.
I think I get the molasses and some cinnamon.
No.
And it smacks of alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's see. How's the cigar go with it?
Well, just started. but I like the cigar.
I see why they call it cask strength, though, because there is a pull on it that reminds me of like a sherry or something, right? It's kind of got a tannic kind of, I don't know, feeling to it when you pull on it. What did you get on the cold draw there, Bill?
My normal response,
Yeah.
fire. I don't get that. It's a little bit when you first bring it in, there's a little boldness to it that dissipates pretty quick. I guess maybe that's what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
I can't describe it as a flavor. It's just kind of a boldness that you first take in that goes away really fast.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's one good thing about the bite is it nips at you and then leaves. But yeah,
So we
it's
are
not all that smooth.
Dad's here in the studio with us. He's got the Cowboys game going on because it's Tuesday. We're recording on a Tuesday, and this is the first ever Tuesday game in Cowboys history.
I was going to say Tuesday. I've
Yeah.
heard of Monday Night Football.
Yeah,
And I know they added
whoever
Thursday Night
whoever they're
Football.
playing had a delay or something because of COVID,
Okay.
so they pushed it out to Tuesday or something
Whatever.
like that. Yeah,
We're very much whatever anymore.
but
Days have no meaning.
go Boys. Yeah, you work from home, you do other stuff from home. I mean, it's just we're a home-based society now.
There's a guy at the workout center. I see him every morning as I work out, and I was telling him he asked me how did you acclimate? I'm like immediately.
Yeah,
He goes, I like it too. He goes, but I have to be in 2 days a week, but I would prefer to do less. And I said, yeah, I'm good. And so now every once in a while he'll pass me by and go, hey, I heard your company's going back to work next week. And I'm like, no. So the last time he said it to me, I walked over to him. I said, I don't want to sound like a recent parolee or anything, but I'm never going back. I don't want to go. No, I don't want to go back. I meet every week with my boss, and he signs my card, and I'm good. I'm going to stay out of trouble. I'm staying out of trouble. I'm never going back.
So I noticed you touch it up a little bit.
I did. I think I just lit it bad.
Yeah, so I did too, and you can see it. It's coming through. I thought I hit the bottom a bit too much, but I hit this corner a bit too much.
No, I think I failed to hit one side a little bit.
I think that's kind of one of the downfalls of a box
square
press.
Yeah,
Is
it can happen.
Yeah, it's easier to screw up the lighting of it.
Yeah, but in 1/10 of a second,
Did you hoard the lighter?
It's hiding behind the bottle.
Oh, wow.
Well, I know we've been looking for the first set of bad news from the Biden administration, and we got it.
Oh, we did what?
Yep.
Already?
Joe Biden picks Xavier Becerra to head the Health Human Services. So Xavier
somebody
Becerra
against smoking.
is currently the Attorney General of California, so we know where this is going.
Mm-hmm.
And is nominee to be the Secretary of the Department of Health and Human Services. Department oversees the FDA,
Yeah.
and his nomination means that the HHS could get a leader who's likely to be more aggressive on tobacco products. So he, in California, was fighting against judging cigars differently than cigarettes and other vape products. And, well, not looking forward to that.
No. Leave cigars alone, will you?
I don't know what their obsession is, but I do know what part of it is. When you get something in your head, you want it to be binary. You want it to be black or white. You want it to be yes or no. You want it to be good or bad. And tobacco bad. That's what everybody. Nobody wants to try because making exceptions to the rule is complicated. We just like simple rules. Tobacco bad.
Oh, we love simple
That's what
rules,
they
but
want.
we don't get them. Look at our tax code.
Yeah, well, I think that's the thing. He just doesn't want cigars to be different because he just wants tobacco to be in one giant pile.
You can't do that, though. I mean, that's part of the problem.
You can if you're the human secretary.
It's one of the problems of regulating anything is you either got to make it very broad,
Devil's in the details, huh?
or you got to make it very detailed. You can't do both, right?
Well, I think he's going to make it very broad.
Yeah.
So,
all or nothing. Damn the torpedoes.
some more interesting and better news. So this has become a new rising star among the hashtag world, and it's hashtag infinity bottle.
You mean pound?
Yes. Hashtag infinity bottle. So enthusiasts around the world are posting their personal blends of various whiskeys to social media under the hashtag infinity bottle. So what happens is a few people just started to make the habit of, I have a bottle, and when there's just a couple shots of something left, I pour it in that bottle. And you just end up with a giant blend. And some of them will document exactly how many ounces they put in the bottle, how much they've drank, and they can keep
I like the documentation.
They can keep a running tab of what's in the bottle and what's the blend like. And of course, it's unique. No one else has or will ever have it again.
Yep.
But I thought that was interesting. So I remember doing this as a child, not with whiskey, but you do this with soda, and we used to call it a suicide.
Yes, yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
you just mix all the soda. You go up to the fountain,
or the Slurpee machine, or anything.
Right. You
right?
just mix it all together and have one big brown Slurpee.
Mm-hmm.
And we called it a suicide. And here's the thing: it was never good.
Yes. Yeah.
So I'm wondering, how are these blends working out?
Now, there used to be a phrase, I can't remember what it was called, but, a little area where they mix the drinks at a bar. They mix it on this rubber mat.
Yeah.
Right? And it collects all the spills.
Right.
Well, then they would take that and put it in a drink if somebody would lose a bet or whatever. If they wanted a free drink, then there you go. I can't remember what that was called, but sounds a lot like that.
Yeah. Well, have you seen, I don't know if you've gone through a lot of the recipe books, but there are some drinks where one of the ingredients is squeeze-o the towel. So it's just wring out a little bit of whatever's in the bar towel. I'm going to call it inoculation.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to make your immune system stronger. Here you go.
That's one of those, I'll buy you a drink if I can pick it.
No doubt. No doubt. Oh, man.
Or a dare.
Wow.
I mean, sure, that's how it came about. But some of them are actually written like that. Squeeze of the bar towel. I don't know that I would want that
No, thank you.
drink.
No, thank you.
And, I'm kind of a...
But if you want that little extra something, you want a little kick in your drink.
Well,
No.
there it is.
Neat. Straight up.
Straight up no.
Maybe little rocks. No bar tail.
I'd do it if it was a free drink. And it wasn't a giant squeeze. Just like, kind of like the amount of lemon juice you would put in when you give it a little,
But, it's a free drink. You can't tell them, no. Because if you tell them, no, just a drop, they're going to go.
Probably.
You got 5 fluid ounces of junk in there.
But I'd do it. I'm just, it is what it is, right?
I'm getting too old for that shit.
Never too old for free drinks. What the fuck's wrong with you? You out your mind? You out your mind, son?
I very well could be.
Yeah, we both are. Okay.
Oh, get me. I'm turning the camera around.
So we've talked about this before, and we've got a bigger... So this came in under the wire last time.
Uh-oh.
But now it looks like it's going to expire, and nobody's going to do anything about it.
Oh.
December 31st, the Craft Beverage Modernization Tax Reform Act is set to expire. What is that? Do you recall?
Yes, tell us what
All right.
it is.
So back in 2017, part of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act gave a tax break on the first 100,000 proof gallons. A proof gallon is a gallon of spirits at 50% alcohol, so 100 proof. 100,000 proof gallons, and that tax break is from $13.50 per gallon to $2.70 a gallon for the first 100,000 gallons. What does this do? Well, this is like a progressive tax for poor people, right? If you don't make that much money, we charge you at a lower rate until you do. So the first 100,000 proof gallons means nothing to a massive distributor, but it is still $1 million in tax savings, and everyone gets it. Okay. But the craft distillers are the ones that really benefit from them because they get $1 million on 100,000 proof gallons per year of whatever they're making. And that's going to expire on December 31st. And it doesn't look like anybody, it's a lame duck Congress. Nobody's doing anything.
Mm-hmm. Wow, that's sad. I thought you said better news.
That was the whiskey.
Oh, that was the whiskey.
the infinity bottle. Nope, this is bad news. This is unfortunate for the small guys.
All right, next time stack all the bad news up front,
okay.
Stack all the good news on the back. I want to go, woohoo!
Okay. Well, why don't we go woo, about some cigar and some drink? Let's talk a little bit about it.
Well, I'm going to stack the bad news on top. The rum is drinkable, but it doesn't do anything for you. Well,
No.
You get you drunk. But,
No, you're right.
It's not much flavor,
No.
aroma. It's bland.
But I saw it and I'd never had it before, so I had to try it.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's got a great color.
It does. 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. How could it be this bland after 5 years? What was it like at 1 year if it's this bland at 5?
It was White Dog at 1 year.
Oh, no doubt.
I mean, it must have been in, second or third use barrels. There's nothing coming out of it, I guess, right? And apparently there was nothing in it either because no bourbon or whiskey or anything imparted any flavor into the rum either.
Yeah, just some darkness. That's it.
To be fair, I think rum does not have any rule about adding color additives. It could simply be they've done a good job of adding color additives.
That's true. That is true. So what I'm tasting is color additive.
Right. I'm tasting red number 5. Oh, red number 5. You never disappoint me. Well, let's see what else they say on here.
Is there anything interesting on the bottle? Probably
Negative.
not. Yeah.
They're warning us that it'll kill you, of course, because the Surgeon General must speak.
Yeah.
Prepared with island tradition, then patiently aged in oak casks to achieve a full, rich flavor.
Patiently aged patient for 5 years.
Yeah.
That's the extent of our patience for this bottle.
It's more like a patient.
It
needs help. It's a little sick.
Yeah. It doesn't taste like it has matured.
So again, I have to go to my pocketbook. $23. Oh my God. How many other bottles could you buy at $23 or better than this?
A ton. Yeah. These days, a ton.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, there's at least a half dozen rums that are that price point or better.
Yeah.
That have a lot of flavor.
We've named all of them. So
well, not in this episode. But
let's imagine that this was actually on the cheapest end of what I saw it available for at $18. I would easily be willing to spend up the extra $5 to get to 23 and pick up a bottle of Montuano, or pick up a bottle of Plantation 5 or Plantation Fiji. Well, that was 27.
Or
unfair.
Or Pirate
or Pirate.
But I mean,
It's not awful. It's
No,
not.
no,
It's not.
no.
It's not anything. That's the problem.
Yeah,
right?
but with a 5-year stamp on it, I was expecting a little flavor to it.
Same.
Yeah.
Now I'm expecting more colorants. All right, so let's go to the good news, because I hope you have good things to say about the cigar, because I do.
Oh, I really like the cigar. I'm getting kind of a musty flavor out of it.
Oh, I'm not getting that. I sure wish I were.
I kind of like it.
I do like it. I wouldn't say musty. I'm getting a woodsy.
Yeah, but musty with a woody undertone. Undertone? Overtone?
Retrohale
One
has
of those.
almost no pepper
I
on it,
haven't
just
done
a
that yet.
touch of pepper, but it's kind of sweet. It's kind of got I know it's kind of weird to taste sweet in your nose, but it reminds me of something sweet when I retrohale it. I like it. Yeah.
I don't know what you mean by sweet.
Mm.
But it's not.
It's
It's
tough
not.
to say.
It's not harsh.
Yeah, and there is it's not cedar, but it's a unique woodsy one. Not like your normal wood, like, oh, I know this wood from a number of other cigars.
Well,
This
it's not
is like
maple.
a little bit weird. It's definitely not cedar. I wish it were cedar. But it's in the cedar. It reminds me of cedar.
Reminds
I
you
like
of
it.
cedar, huh?
Yeah,
Camen.
because it's aromatic. It's like one of the more aromatic woods, not
Okay.
just
Okay, gotcha,
feeling like
gotcha,
wood.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I definitely prefer the cigar over the liquor. But I'm kind of surprised that you can age something for 5 years and not get much out of
Not
it.
get much. I am too.
That just astounds me.
Again, I have to wonder what happened, right? I wonder what happened.
How many times have those barrels been used?
Something is up. Something's up, because nothing helped it.
Yeah. It is what it is.
This is a caramely, molassy, cinnamon vodka.
Yeah.
With colorants.
What color?
There's no way it achieved that color on its own. I am now being skeptical.
Understand.
Mm.
What else you got on the news front?
All right. Well, this combines my love of science, research into alcohol, Harvard study, and why people distrust science, all in one article. And I had to bring it. So
I like it.
the NIH director of the nation's top health research agency pulled the plug on a study of alcohol's health benefits on Friday, saying Harvard scientists and some of his agency's own staff had crossed so many lines in pursuit of the NIH. In the pursuit of this research, Kenneth Mukamal, the lead investigator of the trial, was in close, frequent contact with liquor executives while designing the study. So the idea was, we're going to include the alcohol companies, ask them to foot the bill for the research, $100 million over 10 years, apparently. And we're going to study the effects of alcohol and search for positive health effects. But
Sounds
we
like
need
what
to
the
search.
cigarette industry did in the 70s.
Yeah. So they said, okay, we need to design it in such a way that it won't highlight the negative effects. So I don't think it's just the state of California, but alcohol is technically listed as a carcinogen, which I didn't know.
In California, it is.
Right.
California, everything's listed as a carcinogen.
And apparently it raises slightly. So it can't be that bad if they use the word slightly, because otherwise they say tenfold, 5 times. It increases slightly your chances of breast cancer, which, okay, I'm not there. Whatever.
I've met a few lushes in my time.
Mhm.
None of them had breast cancer.
No. No. I think cirrhosis would be the one that I'd put on my list
Exactly.
for being concerned about health concerns.
Exactly.
But anyway, so the study was intended, and you've heard this one before, the benefits of one drink a day that's better for your heart than none at all.
Oh, yeah.
The benefits of moderate drinking.
Yeah.
Well, this is that study that they've just blown up.
So wait a minute. So the director said if you get industry leaders or if you get people who are interested in a positive outcome for the study to foot the money for a study, then that study should be invalid. So climate change?
No. No, the reason they want to kill it is because that agency influenced how to design the experiment so that negative effects were not seen. So they said, okay, in 10 years, you're really not going to see the cancer thing. We're going to cut it out 10 years, blah, 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 blah. They got a bunch of things to make sure it looked good for the outcome. So this bothers me, of course. And but this is why people mistrust science. But you got to remember, just like everything else, there's not something wrong with science. There's something wrong with people. People are corrupt. There's not something wrong with somebody who leads people. There's something wrong with the politicians because they're corrupt. There's not something wrong with Catholic priests. Some of them are bad. People are flawed. You can't have people telling you everything. And in science, you want them to have sort of that cut above. They're interested in the pursuit of truth. Truth. Here we have a Harvard professor, just basically selling out. This is the problem.
Not the first time it's happened to science.
No, but I mean, it's just this is what I hate. Anyway, let's pick it up on the flip side.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be back.
Our CLM Weekly Giveaway is sponsored by Drunk Chicken Cigars. You can get 10% off your order at drunkchickencigars.com by using the promo code CLM2020. This week's winner is Christopher Falcone. Congratulations, Christopher. Send us a message so that we can send you your prize of 2 Drunk Chicken Cigars. Register at cigarsliquorandmore.com to be entered in our weekly giveaway.
All right. So remember, anyone who wins our weekly prize really needs to pick a domestic location for us to ship it to. We're not shipping internationally. I do apologize. We did ship our first one internationally. And that's when we made the new rule.
Yep, that was a bit expensive.
Yeah, that was a $37 shipment for.
But we did, when that happened, we can't not send it because we didn't say it.
Yeah.
At that time.
Yeah.
So, we did send it. But yeah, therein lies the rule.
So remember to sign up, hit the website, sign up with our contact information. Go ahead and get a hold of us. Sign up. You're good for life.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that.
All right.
We're having some interesting technical stuff.
Okay.
Keeps going in and out.
I don't know what that means.
Well, not physically.
Well, I didn't think. Okay.
Well, do you hear it, or more to the point, not hear it?
No.
Oh, well, it's probably me then. Go on about
okay.
Life. We've had that before too.
So, find us on the socials. Interact with us.
Just like the aroma and flavor, the uncorking is uneventful as well.
In fact, if you have, we'll say it again. Haven't said this in a long time. If you have a cigar or liquor you would like us to talk about on the show,
we'll do it.
Let us know what it is, and we'll see about getting that on here. Now, let's not pick a liquor that is unachievable, unattainable.
Yeah, we're on a budget here.
Yeah. But say there's something new we've never heard of. I'd love to seek it out and find it. If I can find it, have it shipped to me, or find it locally, we'll look.
Oh, we did. We need to do a show on ports because we did get a request for port.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, we haven't done the what makes a port, right? That's
Exactly.
one we haven't done yet.
Yeah. So we need to do a show on that because that was
I
request.
had the perfect port in mind.
No, well, we need to do several. I think we should do several different ports on that show.
You want to do a 4-port bracket?
Oh, love it! Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
All right, I'll pencil that in. We're gonna need a bold cigar for port, though. Port's strong flavor.
Yeah, well,
don't you think?
And kind of not really sweet, but it's not tangy at all. It just goes down super smooth. Well, I guess some of the ports are tangy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it needs to be a bolder cigar.
I think it's gonna be a bold cigar.
Yeah.
All right, we have our marching orders.
Bada boom.
I did not see the request for port. I'll have to. I'm not on the email as much as you are.
That was an in-person request.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Yeah, and you were there for the in-person request.
I probably had been drinking.
Oh, we both had.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I'm glad you have a better memory than I do when you're drinking. Oh my. Okay. So, I did a little more thinking about this sort of eclipse we're going to have between Saturn and Jupiter. And
conjoining.
Last night, I pulled out my phone with the, star app on it.
Yeah.
And I was like, how come I'm not seeing it in the sky? And I swung it around and I realized, oh, it's on the horizon. I can't see it. But they were right on top of each other.
Yep.
So, I mean, it seems like even if the 21st is the closest approach, they're pretty much hugging each other already.
Yeah. And you can, my backyard, you could see it quite clearly. So when sun goes down, comes up above the horizon, the brightest thing around.
Yeah, that's so cool.
I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it was on the horizon last night. I couldn't see it. It's under the horizon when I was out. But that brought to mind.
Show up a little bit later.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I didn't go back outside later. But it brought to mind those apps. You have one, don't you?
Oh, yeah. Those apps are awesome.
They're so cool.
Yeah, what's the... hopefully I don't lose my music here.
Oh, let's see. Which one do I use?
I use...
So, of course, I use a free one. But, I can pay
Skyview.
$1.99. I think that's the same one I use.
Yeah, I really like Skyview.
Yep, I use Skyview.
I like the ability to search and find something, and then it's got a little arrow that tells you where to go. Where to move it.
Where to move. Okay.
So you can get there and see it. Did you
constellations?
No.
That's on the light version too, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can highlight constellations.
Mm-hmm.
So, Draco is huge, takes up, quarter of the sky. But you can see all the stars that make up Draco, Orion, Sagittarius. You just
name
find
them.
it.
There's like 60 or something, more than 60.
There's a crap load. It depends upon, what hemisphere you're in, what time of year it is, as to what you can see. Most things like Draco you can see year round. But Orion moves.
Yeah, a lot.
So you can't. Same thing with Sagittarius and Taurus and things like that. But it's pretty darn cool, and everybody should know where the North Star is.
Well, one thing I thought was kind of funny was I kind of used it for one of my daughter's science questions. So they were going through phases of the moon.
Okay.
And they said, when you have a quarter moon, it's where? It's here, and where is it? And so I pulled out the app, and I looked out the window. I saw where the moon was, and then I pointed it at the moon. Okay, that's where the moon is. And I went around, looked for the sun. And it was night, of course. So the sun was, under my feet, or but the point was, it gave me an idea where the sun was.
Yeah.
And I could show Cassie, okay, there's where the sun is, and that's why we see that much of the light, because it's it's over there. It's like you're looking at it from the side.
The Earth is eclipsing part of the moon.
No, that's part of it. That can happen. But what it is as the moon goes around us and the sun gets behind us, the sun is illuminating one half the moon. But we're at such an angle to the moon, we can only see a piece of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So, of course, a lunar eclipse also happens, but just not as often as full moon, quarter moon.
I love those.
Yeah, those are cool. But I mean, I could illustrate it and point, and because even if you're in your bedroom, you can go, I wonder where the space station is right now. Swing around till you find the space station. Go, oh, it's way over there. Well, in 45 minutes it'll be over here, because it even has paths. It even tracks the paths, and it'll tell you where it's going to be in hours.
Yes,
so cool.
It'll do that for space junk. Some of the space junk as well. Mm-hmm.
Some of the bigger stuff.
Yeah, we before we had a
Hubble. It highlights Hubble.
A roof over our porch. We were sitting in the hot tub one night, and we see this satellite track across the sky. What the hell is that? So I get out, I go get the app, I look at it right as it's going over the house, and that was the space station. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, so those apps are super cool. I download one now. Even if you bought the pro version instead of the free light, it's $1.99.
There was one that I downloaded. I don't know if it's on this version this one that we named. But there was one that I downloaded where you could put in a date and a time, and it would
show you the sky.
It would go backwards or forwards in time and show you what the sky looked like at that period in time.
That's
pretty
cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's way cool. Wow. I've not seen that feature.
I used it a few times. I mean, what did the sky look like when I was born? Kind of thing, right? But I like this app that we named. I love the tracks. I love being able to search for something and it takes you there.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I like the way it shows you what its path is going to be. That's so cool. But if you haven't discovered these before, I know a lot of people have. This is not news to a lot of people, but I'm sure something's new to somebody every day. If you haven't checked one of these out, now's the time to do it. You can watch Saturn and Jupiter, figure out where they are, and go pick them up. Of course, right now it's going to be the brightest thing in the sky, if it's in the sky, but it'll also give you an idea when it's going to be in the sky.
Yep. Yeah, you can. I think Skyview also has a horizon time.
Oh.
So when it breaks the horizon, I think it's got a little notation of the time that it should break the horizon.
That's cool.
It's just, those apps are awesome.
Yeah.
And it makes learning, finding things in the sky and learning a little bit about the sky that you see easier.
Right? Much easier.
I don't know if you've ever looked at a star chart on a piece of paper. It sucks.
It's been a long time, but yeah, I thought it was a little boggling as well. I went, oof. We're about halfway through. How are you feeling? What do you feel about this cigar? I like it. This is a good cigar.
I very much like this cigar. I don't get the musty nearly as much, but it's very woody. The wood is just popped up.
Oh yeah, very woody.
I kind of like the must.
I'm not getting anything new though, but there is like this little tangy, kind of like I said before, like a tannic thing going on that I like, and maybe it's coupled with that fragrant wood that I can't name, but I guess the key is it's unique, and it's always nice to find something unique, because when a dozen cigars all taste like each other, there's no reason to buy any one over the other. Yeah,
you want something to, when you're looking for flavors, you want something that's going to kind of engage you in a way you hadn't been engaged before.
Yeah, and this one's unique. It's not. I'm not going to say it's my instant favorite or anything like that. It's not that unique, but it's unique and it's been effortless. It's a good burn. After I made that correction, the first 1/10 of an inch.
Oh yeah,
It's good draw. It's a good draw. It's got a firm draw without being, hard. Because sometimes with the really easy draws, I'm like, I don't know. I wanted to.
Well, the thing about,
to
for
resist.
me, the thing about the really easy draw is too easy. It seems like the cigar wants to go out faster.
Well, sure, because it's less dense, right? And it's
Right.
burning faster and it needs more air. Yeah.
Or needs a constant flow of air to keep it going.
Yeah.
And you don't want that. Now, this thing's packed really nice. It's a little soft on the pack, but really nice. They did a good job.
I'd say it's medium smoky. It's not, absent of smoke, but it's not such a heavy smoke you can't see.
Well, when you blow it towards the lights, you can see it.
Yeah. But, two of us smoking in the garage. Now, don't get me wrong. We have two HEPA filters running.
Yeah.
But they're keeping it clear. So it's not.
Oh, yeah.
These cigars aren't fighting the filters too hard.
No.
Although it still shows as red.
Yes.
So the filter, one of the two filters we have, goes from blue to red to green.
Depending upon
much what it's detecting.
junk is in the air.
Depending on what it's detecting. So red means I'm nowhere near done. Then it'll turn blue when it's like, hey, I'm making progress. And it'll turn green when it's, doing wood.
So you notice I put the ceramic Christmas tree over here.
I did?
Yeah, this was my grandma's tree.
Oh, yeah. I've seen these were all throughout the 70s.
Mm-hmm.
But with the lights on, you can't really see the lights.
No, it's hard. That's okay. It looks good though. Yeah, we were. There's a chip out of the top up here.
Yep, I see that.
And me and the wife were out somewhere, and she picks up this god awful shade of green nail polish, and she's like, well, "That looks pretty good, doesn't it?" I'm like, "No." She's
but
like,
she meant for
yeah,
this.
no, I think it looked pretty good. She was thinking about the Christmas tree for painting the part where it chipped, and I was thinking on her nails. I'm like,
yeah, that's gross because it is very 70s green.
Going for the what are you going for, the swamp creature look here? Or
yeah,
what?
yeah, it's almost like that.
But it
avocado refrigerator.
But I think she nailed it for the tree.
So overall, I'm enjoying the cigar. It's going very well. And I like the unique flavor. So that's a good start. We'll have to do better on the liquor next time.
Well, I mean, you don't know, but you got to try something new.
Always.
Yeah.
But here's the point. We have to try something new.
True enough.
Can listen to us and not suffer this bottle.
In fairness, you're not suffering. It's just a lack of good.
Oh, I'm suffering.
You're suffering?
Yeah.
You're suffering because it's not a primo pairing.
Not only is it not a good pairing, well, it's not a bad pairing because it doesn't taste like anything.
There you go.
But it's boring. There's nothing here. I wish I'd spent my $20 on something else.
Now, we have had some liquors that were just...
There go all those Camen Reef dollars.
It looks good.
It's a good looking bottle.
It just doesn't inspire
Tastes
anything.
Good.
You say that, but it doesn't taste bad either. It doesn't taste.
I've had much worse.
There's not much taste to it. I want something. I like rum. I like rum because it's rum. It tastes like rum.
I'm not even sure this tastes like rum. I agree. I noticed though it hasn't stopped us from pouring seconds and thirds.
No. I mean, there's no reason to switch to something else. It's not that bad. I just did a little correction. It got too much on one side. It's just all of a sudden it just gained right here and didn't gain anywhere else.
Oh yeah, it was kind of all of a sudden because when I asked you about the burn, it looked was fine.
Yeah,
that was very broke bad quick. Huh?
Who knows? Yeah, no telling what that was about.
Did you lick?
I should have taken a picture of it before I.
Why?
Before I corrected it.
I think people believe us. I don't think we need to provide proof.
I need practice in taking more pictures.
Okay.
That's why that's why I have this here, so that I can take pictures as we go, because I need more practice.
Alrighty.
I'm not a picture taking fool, so I need more practice.
Man,
Oh, yeah.
This is going very nice. I mean, even though the rum's not that great, it's nice to just sit down.
I'll sit down and relax, yeah.
I hope everybody else is doing that too. If you're listening, maybe you're in the car, maybe you're on a porch having a cigar with us. That'd be nice.
Oh, that'd be great.
I hope that's what you're doing. I hope that's what you're doing.
Here's to it.
Yeah, I wish you well. If you're in the car, well, sorry. When you get out of work, you can try one. But Cinco Vegas, cast strength.
Cinco. Not single. Cinco.
Cinco is in 5, as the label suggests.
Every time you say it, I hear the word single. I don't know if it's just me, but I hear the word single. I'm like, there's no single about it. It clearly says 5. You're not buying that.
No. No, I feel like you're just giving me grief.
Got to give you grief about something. Oh man, we had a interesting day at work today.
Oh no.
Yeah, bunch of accounts on a database, instances on a database. They weren't supposed to. Were supposed to go through a password change today, but miscommunication of some sort happened, and
like password.
They got locked. So I tried to do something. All of a sudden, it didn't work. So I sent an email. Y'all seen this error on this particular application? Because it didn't say what the actual error was. And someone replied back, I think the account's locked. So I went and looked. Sure as shit, it was locked. And so were a bunch of others. And I don't own those accounts. So there was nothing really that I could do. So the poor guy that owns the accounts, he spent about half a day dealing with that.
Oy vey. Half a day.
Yeah. But it all got done. It all got good. Yeah. But a little stressful in the morning.
I gotta admit, there's a lot less stress with working from home. I mean, yeah, I get more questions from my children and wife than normal, but I also get a lot fewer questions from my coworkers than normal. And it helps. It definitely has smoothed over, made home life a little easier. Took 45 minutes of driving out of my day. I mean, just everything. And I like my office at home more than I like my office at work. It's just a much better office.
Well, and you got a better desk.
I got a better desk. I got a better chair. I got better monitors. Actually, some of them are the same monitors. But one monitor is better. I had one break because I had 2 spares.
Oh, no.
I had one break, so I went to work and got one of my monitors from work. Well, they originally told us, take your monitors home with you and use them.
We were given that option after I had purchased a TV for a monitor. But it was too much on the neck, moving back and forth.
It's a big TV.
Yeah. So I went to 2 small monitors. I thought I had ordered 27-inch monitors. Turns out I ordered 23.
Boo.
But it's working just fine.
I like 27s.
So I'm very pleased stepping down. I mean, at work, I had 27-inch, 2 27 inches back to back.
Right.
And I've kind of got that same setup, but with 23s here, and I prefer it much better.
Yeah.
And my laptop, I don't use the screen on the laptop at all.
Just too small.
It's sitting in a cubby underneath where the monitors sit. I don't use them at all. Which my VP found a little annoying, because when we started working from home, we would all get together, and she's like, "Well, Bill, why aren't your face on the screen?" Well, because the laptop's closed. It's under, at the time it was the TV.
Right.
It's under the TV, and there's tape over the camera. I'm not gonna try to peel all that off, and everybody see me. Everybody knows what I look like.
Well, I recently found out that working away from my desk is going to be more difficult because I had to work away from my desk for a while. And so I was working on the laptop as a laptop. Perish the thought, right?
Yeah.
And I was having a heck of a time logging in. I just kept typing my password wrong. And I'm like, I know my password. Why am I typing it wrong? And finally, I just was staring at the screen, and I'm punching every number very distinctly. And I notice one of them didn't come up. And so I hit it. I go, oh, that key's bad. So one of my keys on my laptop is busted.
Oh, no. Jeez, man. And your laptop's not that old.
Oh, no, it's probably 4 years old now.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I hate changing laptops. I think we're supposed to change them every 3. And I'm probably, I'm going on my 4th year. It's probably just over 3. I probably should change it out now that I know I need to work around my keyboard.
Got to bring up the on-screen keyboard just to hit that key.
Well, luckily it's a number, so I could use the keypad.
Number pad.
So I have to use I was using the number pad. It's one of my number pad numbers that's broken. And so I could use the number on the home row or above the home row.
I haven't had a laptop that had a number pad on it in 10 years.
Oh, yeah, I insist on them. I use number pads.
Now, the external keyboard, there's no way I could do without. I have to have one.
But I was like, maybe I do need to get a new laptop.
It's about that time.
Yeah, I just hate doing it. All right.
Oh,
We're in the...
I love sitting back and relaxing.
We're in the end of this. Overall, again, sorry, can't recommend the rum, but I would recommend the cigar.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. These two, the rum is...
Passe.
Yeah.
There's my quarter word of the day.
It's a shame. It's a shame because, I mean, the bottle looks cool. The rum looks good.
They suckered me in.
Yeah, I think it started. When you popped cork on that, and it doesn't make...
Didn't make the corky noise?
Yeah, it's very faint. Very faint.
It's a shame.
So, you can't... Yeah. That's how we should rate... Well, we rate bottles like that.
We do.
When you have to give your cork... When you have to give your bottle sound effects because it doesn't make a sound when you open it, that's not good.
That's what we should do. We should just... We should record our best cork pop and then just use it. Just
all the time.
Be like the, I forgot the name. What's the name of the scream that they use in movies for like 60 years?
There's a name?
Yeah, there's a name for a particular scream.
Everything has a name.
Ah, man. It's named after...
Named after a woman?
No, it's named after the sound guy that just started putting it in everything.
That's great.
Oh, my God. I never thought I'd forget the name of that. And now I can't remember it.
That's okay. 3 o'clock in the morning, you'll remember.
Yeah, no. The hard drive takes a while to spin up. All right. Well, in summary.
Let me hit it. Go.
I like the cigar. I like that it's a bit unique. I wish we revisit this with another liquor.
Finishing off woody. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, just a little something. That's really all there is to say. The rum, nah. But cigar, great. Do the cigar.
I feel better.
Heck yeah.